Yeah.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Chicago Sports Podcast. It's your boy Q, your boy Pinky, and my boy Darius up here, man. How's everything going, fellas?
Bless, man.
All is
Bless. Good to
well,
be back.
man. All is well, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
We
facts,
getting one
Good to be
step
facts.
back.
week by week. We getting one step closer, man.
Yeah. Yes. Cannot wait. And please, before we start, let's give it please. What I'm doing here, trying to get this what's the name going in Chicago Sports Podcast is brought to you by Friends Bridges Sports Scoreboards, your Northwestern Indiana Chicago Sports headquarters with the Hall of Fame menu. Code has been Chicagoland. Prep your next Chicago sports night. Visit them at bridgescore.com or hit them up at 1-219-924-2206. Here we go. So let's get into it, fellas. Jaylon Johnson had some great words of encouragement to ease Bear fans, after what he said when he officially, before they drafted Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
You guys, he said, Caleb Williams fits in perfectly. Okay, I'm going to start
Hmm.
with you, Darius. Why do you think Jaylon Johnson said that?
Well, he killed all the false rumors that were being said about Caleb, as far as him being Hollywood and um, seeing himself above everyone. Just really trying to say that he individualized himself. He put himself above the team and all that. But he actually came in with his hard hat on, ready to work, ready to learn.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
You
Go
know,
ahead,
he
Pete. Go
he
ahead.
he he fit the culture, but he also set it up to another level. Because a lot of the guys that before him, they didn't come in with a whole lot of confidence. They got down bad on him because he came in confident, prepared, and ready to soak up all the knowledge he can.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. I agree.
yeah. Go ahead, Piggy. Why do you think Jaylon Johnson says
Okay.
he
Well,
fits perfectly?
I honestly think there's hidden layers, but for the reason for Jalen Johnson's reasoning to say what he said at the time that he said it. Um, First and foremost, I think because he's on the field and he's seeing what he's doing, like Gary's saying, he's watching him behind the scenes, putting in the work, staying late, doing everything he needs to do. He's seeing what he's doing to their defense, their veteran-led defense for the most part, young but a very veteran-led defense. He's seeing what they're doing, what he's doing to that defense on a daily basis, and underneath that layer, I think that's more of like a little push for Caleb to sign his contract. I think he's
Mm,
trying to. I think in his own way, he's trying to get the rookie to understand, like, hey, we getting close to play time. It's getting close to game time. You need to wrap this contract stuff up so we can get you in the fold. Let's get it going. I think that's his way of trying to be like, look, we need you. You're the perfect piece for this puzzle. We can't have that perfect piece if you're not signed. So go on and get
mm,
your contract on. And I think that's his way of publicly telling Caleb that without saying it. You know, there's like football lingo, what I'm saying, football little keywords that people use in the way you say stuff like that about the person on your team, somebody you like, you know, you know, case in point. With Travis Kelsey, when they were talking about the Chris Jones situation, Chris Jones wasn't even there mostly at camp, and they asked Travis Kelsey on his show, what'd he do? A week before he actually signed, he's saying all this stuff like, hey, what I'm saying, we nothing without Chris Jones, and stuff like that, so we need Chris out there, blah, blah, blah. A week later, boom, he signed. You know what I'm saying? Travis, and of course, Travis, just like Jaylon Johnson, was the one who had got the money first. He was the one who got that big deal recently from the Chiefs, and then, Chris Jones gets his money. I think that's what the case is going to be for Caleb. He's going to break the mold somehow. He's going to find a way to get some extra money out of this rookie contract. I think that's all what it is. He
okay,
wants to
okay.
reset the market for the rookies.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like both. I like what y'all both had to say. Well, for me, it's like I think Jaylon Johnson, he kind of stirred up something when he mentioned it was taken out of context, but he still did say the Hollywood thing. When somebody hears Hollywood, first thing they think about, oh man, Caleb's negative. He's going to be negative effect because the Bears locker room is not Hollywood at all. They work, it got the hits program. They work, and you have to be it's automatic hustle every time you're on the field and stuff like that. When you're Hollywood, you're not hustling. But I guess prejudge Caleb in some way what he saw because now that you see him in the building, like you guys said, he's on point. He's hustling. He's asking 1,000 questions from when I'm reading to the coaches. Which is pretty good because it said coaches is getting annoyed by all the questions he's asking, like why is this doing this, such and such, that previous players never did. So we appreciate that. I think he's wanting to clean it up a little bit and make it more easier for the fans to like, yo, he's the one. He's the one giving the fans assurance, and because he hasn't signed his deal yet, so fans are getting kind of worried. I don't know why. Not me per se. I know the money is set with the rookies. It's just the language they're working out right now.
Yeah.
It's the language, It's the language. So that they're going to be signed before training camp. Probably maybe a day, but I don't see him or Rome missing a single snap of practice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think Jaylon was cleaning it up, because in a way, he probably prejudged Caleb Williams before being in the locker room with him and said, oh, nah, this dude's not what you saw at USC as far as the rumors about he was a bad teammate, stuff like that. Dude works. He gets it in. So that's why I think he put that out there, man, because he did put Hollywood stuff out there,
Yeah, and I respect both of you guys' angle on it. But to be honest with you, I don't think the players really listen to the outside noise, honestly, because they know how it can get, because they're players, and some of the negativity spills out on them sometimes too. So I don't think they were really tuned in to the noise. But as a human being, you can't really help it. But when he came into the building, before he put pads on or anything like that, he had the proper attitude. I know I say that all the time, that he came in with the proper attitude, but that's where it starts, man. You can't come into someone else's, situation and try to change it with the wrong attitude. Because you're dealing as a quarterback, you're responsible for a whole lot of different personalities, being captain of the team, being a leader, and there's different levels of leadership and there's different ways to lead, and you can't lead every player, every person the same way. But he came in with the proper attitude. First of all, he was open to knowledge. He was open to learning, not necessarily everything that had to do with football, but he was open to learning the city. He was open, and you can't knock him for being open to want to be open to the business aspect as well, because this is what it is. It's a game, but it's also a business. But he didn't spill off on anyone the wrong way. And Jaylon Johnson is captain of the defense. He recognized that. And then when he put on the pads, that's a whole nother thing, because now they know for sure, not only that this kid is ready off the field, he's also ready on the field. And the situations he get into throughout the season, they won't be too big for him. And if it happens where he doesn't play, if it's a week where he doesn't play well, or things don't go right in the practice, he knows how to adjust himself. So yeah, man. I mean, I think there's a lot of reasons why Jaylon feels the way he feels, and I think that whole locker room does. Really, the whole organization.
Yeah, that's true.
What's good to everybody in the chats, man? Keep them coming.
Shout out to you, Stockton. What up, man?
Shout out.
Oh, Cali. Got Cali in the building. Yeah, them Trojan fans coming through for us. We love y'all for that.
My man Brandon threw out the first question. Let's get to that. I'm gonna go with you, Pinky, on this one. He said, "Do you feel Caleb fits is the right fit for the Bears? As for what we see right now, we can only go by what we see right now."
So from what I've been seeing, my answer, quite frankly, pretty bluntly, hell yes. Yes. Not even a question. Like, yes. Damn it, yes. He is definitely the right fit. He is everything this Chicago fan base needs, whether they want to admit it or not. He's that key ingredient that you didn't know you needed until you got it. Like he's like, you know what I'm saying, you mixing up that gumbo and you thought you didn't need that extra little spice in there, and you happen to put him in there and you're like, oh, that might not work, and you go to taste, you're like, damn, that I did need it. He's that extra spice that we needed, period. Like, from what I'm seeing, like, he's a machine, literally. Yes. Like, he looks like a seasoned veteran out there. Now, granted, it's all thrown on air and stuff like that, but I don't care. Like, you didn't see any of this with any of the last 4 quarterbacks we've had in this building. I'm talking even with Andy Dalton in the building, who's a pure veteran, you know, a 10+ year veteran before he came here. You didn't see this kind of professionalism at all from the quarterback position. Like, I love seeing this. Like, the last time I seen something like this and during practices, I hate to admit it, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning kind of efficiency. That kind of mentality on the football field. Now, more so Aaron Rodgers with the arm talent and the way he's slinging the rock out there and how he's like, look, come on, let's go. How he's like moving, wants to keep going. Like, that kind of attitude. I'm seeing more of the Aaron Rodgers side of that with that, because, you know, Aaron Rodgers always had, when me living out here in Wisconsin, I'm stuck having to see that all the damn time. Unfortunately, I'm stuck having to see that all the damn time. Whether I want to or not, I got to see that. Now I'm looking at Jordan Love bull crap all day. So, but that efficiency, Chicago hasn't seen anything like that. And like I said, being out in Wisconsin, seeing Aaron Rodgers, that's the closest thing that I've ever seen to efficient, elite quarterback led practices. He's right there. Like, he's everything. He's definitely what we need. That is wow. That's all I can say. It's wow.
Go ahead, Darius. Go ahead.
Man, listen. Absolutely the right guy. Absolutely. Chicago picked the right guy. This feels different. And I'm not even talking about, you know, the things that come with playing on the football field. I mean, I'm talking about before he puts on pads, a Chicago Bears t-shirt, whatever. You know, this feels different because the attitude is different. Like, people want to hang on to him and, you know, talk a lot of crap about him because he's a confident guy. That's what you need to be a great professional athlete. You know, if he's a little arrogant, who cares? You know, you know, as long as it translates on, as long as the play translates on the field, who cares about the arrogance and the confidence? This franchise needs that. This organization needs that arrogance and that confidence. You know, we haven't had it
since the Punky QB.
Well, no, Jay was confident and he had the arrogance, but it just didn't translate week to week. You know what I mean? Jay had everything, but he just didn't have the. See, Caleb has.
Jay didn't care.
This thing where he can bring people together.
He has the charisma. He has the charisma.
Thing, when it came to Jay, he kind of drove people apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, this feels different. And I listen, we ain't seen him throw a first down to any Chicago Bear yet. I don't care. As of right now, it feels different. And it's going to translate. You know, a lot of our fans, they own him and they were unsure about him because of the bravado. But it's because we never had it. Yeah. You know, we've never had, like Jim McMahon, he had the bravado and all that, but he doesn't have this ability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And definitely the right guy. You know, it's going to translate on the field. You know, I hope, you know, our fans understand that he is a human being and he's going to make mistakes. But hopefully he got 12 years in the Bears jersey to, you know what I'm saying, to make up for any mistakes he made.
Look, I will shave what's left of my head off if he don't stay here longer than 15 years. I can promise you, though. I can promise you I'll naturally go bald before that happens. So he is going to be a Chicago Bear for at least 20 years. I can promise you that with the way this is built. Book it, bro. 20 years, man. Book
Hey
it.
man, listen.
20 years from now, when we still doing this podcast, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, Roy was right." Yeah.
If he with us 20 years, that means he's doing a lot of
something
things right.
That means he's doing something right.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
He's doing a whole lot right.
Will he break Brady's championship record? We hope, but hell, I'll settle for just half. Give us 4.
True.
Give me 4.
True.
Yeah, I'll take 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm not greedy.
True.
I'm not greedy. Just give us 4. You know what I'm saying? Give us 4 rings. You know what I'm saying?
Man, as a guy that's played sports, as a young fella, I was always taught, no matter what happens, never allow anyone to take your confidence away.
Well, he got plenty of that in spades.
He's coming in with it. No one has to coach this guy up, to be confident in himself.
What it do, P Kid? The pettiest man.
He's not robotic.
Pettiest man in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's all good now, man. Look, I'm gonna go bald. I'll be bald probably way before he hit the 15 years with us, but he gonna be here for 15 years. I can promise you that, P Kid. Oh man. Yeah. And shout out to you guys on the show from Winnie Winnie City.
Like and subscribe.
Podcast. You guys are awesome.
Tell your friends, tell your grandmother, tell everybody about the show, man. Let's get it going. But yeah, I like what you said, Darius, man, about players, and me personally, I love players that talk shit, that's cocky, that has all the confidence in the world in themselves, man.
Yeah.
As
long as it translates, bro.
As long as it translates.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to. Every great player has that dog in them to be cocky, man. That's why I love Deion Sanders, man, because he backed up his talk. And Jaylon Johnson's that same way. Jaylon Johnson is coming into that same way. So I think that's the reason why he sees something Caleb in him. Like, yo, he's the truth. And Caleb his confidence is through the roof, and I love it, man. Yeah. I love the confidence. Like when I was watching that interview, what really sold me on Caleb was the interview he did with Ryan Clark.
Okay.
And he knew he was going to take what's the name starting job. Spencer Rattler's starting job. That's when Spencer was being talked as a first-round draft pick. He knew that season he was going to take his job. Mm-hmm. That right there sold me, man. I'm like, yo, this kid got all the confidence in the world, and I think that locker room sees it just like that, man.
And not to cut you off, bro, but
what do you think?
We've had a whole bunch of guys in different positions that were able to show, that cockiness and that arrogance. But it's just something about the quarterback position. They don't want to see it from that position. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. As long as it translates on the field, I don't care about none of that.
And I hate to keep bringing them up. The last person who had an attitude like that coming out of California is a four-time league MVP, Aaron Rodgers. The last person to have that similar attitude coming into the draft, who should have been the first overall pick, most likely to the 49ers, but they picked Alex Smith because he was the nice guy, the prototypical, everyday, great stats kind of guy coming out of college. He didn't have all the bravado, but I think Aaron Rodgers was more of ahead of his time as far as personality wise. He rubbed everybody the wrong way. Everyone's rubbed. Some of the fans are still on the fence about Caleb, because of his personality. Mm-hmm. I find, and like I said, I enjoy it. I love that I love his confidence, his cockiness, because you gotta, he wants to smoke. He like knocked me off my pedestal.
Yeah.
And until you do, I'm gonna be like this until I'm gonna be this way until you do. And then if you do, guess what? You got to keep knocking me off because I'm just gonna get right back on it. Like, I love that. We like this, and
his attitude is built different.
And like Bearski's films just stated, we've had too many nice guys at that position for far too long.
And like
too many robots, bro. Too many robots.
Said, Mitch couldn't have. Remember, Mitch had the TVs turned off. Like, oh my god,
man, Mitch was a robot, man.
You guys too many things.
Mitch was a robot, bro. Mitch had a battery in his back, man.
Yeah.
Every press conference, it sounded like a whole bunch of cliche talk, man. He was never relaxed at the podium. He was always shaking. Always had a bottle of water. He's just so nervous. You know, he couldn't handle it, bro.
And it's crazy
like
that
if
you
you go
say
back
that,
and
man.
watch, man, he was a nervous wreck, man. They couldn't even ask him about, you know what I'm saying, simple stuff, man. He was just going all crazy.
And it's crazy you say that because you look at the press conference now with Caleb. He looked like he been here 10 years already.
I know.
Yeah.
He's saying, all right. He said, let's go. Yo, it's insane, man. How he's the maturity in this kid, man. Is just
What up,
roof,
AC?
man.
What's up?
Let's keep the comments coming, man. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We appreciate y'all, man.
But and then you know, Caleb, I'm pretty sure Caleb, you know, I think him going to USC was a blessing
for us.
Well, not necessarily for us, but for him too, because it prepared him for the big lights. You know what I mean? Like he's in LA.
Yeah,
you know
true.
Number one, number two market in the world in America, like in the country. So
LA is big on USC football.
Yeah, you know, and really USC, you know, they love USC there.
They love that. They love USC.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And when they're winning or competitive, you know, the lights and cameras gonna be all on you.
Yeah, I don't think Caleb cares about any of that.
No, but he doesn't care. But he's been prepped, you know, for Chicago, for a big city. Like this is not foreign, you know, this is not foreign land for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Basket Mason brings up another point, you know, in reference to MJ. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you know, MJ is, you know, notorious for admitting that, yeah, he's an asshole, but it was because of his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? He expected greatness out of everybody around him. And that's what I love about Caleb. Caleb's walking in saying, like, this is my standard. The hell with what you guys had before. My standard is here. If it was here, it's here now. The standard is this now. Come to my level. I'm gonna bring you up with me, but you better be ready to be there when you get there. That's what you want for somebody that walked in the building. He walked in the building saying that, like, let's get to work. Yeah, I got my head down, don't have my place name in my head to playbook, but damn it, once I know everything, you damn sure better know it too, because I'm going to have that same expectation from you. Like, and you ready to go?
What, Pinky? And you know what, Pinky? Before he got to the point where he wanted to raise the standard, he understood. He had an understanding what the standard was.
Yeah.
Prior to, you know.
Yeah. And that's what makes him dangerous.
Man, I mean,
yeah, man.
You know, bro. A lot of guys don't come in with that.
Speaking of Caleb, man, make sure you get your Caleb Williams jersey. TC World of Wonders is your headquarters for all your dream Chicago sports jerseys and memorabilia. Check out Tom's line of gear and collectibles at tcworldofwonders.com. Definitely check them out, man. You know.
See, you got your Caleb jersey.
Yeah. I forgot to put it on, man. It feels good. I got told y'all. I set up to myself I wasn't gonna buy no more jerseys. The player always gets, to get that second contract.
Yeah.
But my man Brandon said, "Yo, Q, I got these for you." I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
You couldn't help it.
I told myself I would never buy another jersey again until the player got that said contract. Then I'll buy it. But I'm on board, man. I'm souped up, man. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, yo. I think this kid is going to be. No, I'm saying, I think it's just something about when I'm watching this tape, watching him how he moving. It's just something different, man. Like he's naturally born leader, man, and he has, like y'all said, he has the confidence through the roof, and that's what you want in any. I have no problem with any player in any sports saying, "Yo, I'm the best." That's what you're supposed to. When you playing sports, you're supposed to look at yourself as the best.
Yeah,
you're supposed to. I don't care. I don't care. You're supposed to. I love players with that type of attitude, man. I don't see how fans don't like the players like that. No,
it makes them nervous, bro. It makes them nervous.
I don't want my quarterback to be humble, man. I want him to be annoying. I want him to be, you can't. I want to be like you, like Pinky said. I hate him. Aaron Rodgers is you're not better than me.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
It's just like those type of guys believe in their preparation, man. They believe in their preparation so strong that they're not, they don't feel pressure.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely can't agree with you on this one. Not really hate Karen. Asian ain't coming in the building, bro.
We're not about to do this right here, man.
Yeah,
but I'm going to entertain this. I'm going to entertain this right here. I'm going to entertain it though. I'm going to entertain this. Play Badger. Caleb sucks, man. Log. I ain't gonna tell you to log off because we want you in here, man. But after the show, man, stay off the internet for at least 3 days, man.
Come on,
this
man.
is crazy. Play Badger. Oh my God.
Hey,
that's all I'm going to entertain.
No, it's all good. You want to play Bajan and lose? Go ahead and play him on Madden because that's the only way he's gonna get on the field. it ain't happening in real life, brother. You might as well tape the little couple of plays that he has during this preseason game because otherwise, that is it. Save those highlights for yourself and hold on to those dear memories of him, being a preseason hero. You know what I'm saying? Hang on to those memories. Just hang on to those memories, bro. Hold on tight. Hold on real tight. Replay them all season long because that's the only goddamn way you're going to see Bajan playing, damn it. Because it ain't happening in real life.
I'll honestly be surprised if Badger
that ain't happening.
Even the backup this year. I'll be surprised if he's the
backup. You say you'd be surprised if what?
If he's the backup, I really would be surprised.
I think he earned backup spot. I think he earned the backup spot. You know,
he probably won't see the field even if Caleb gets hurt.
I don't think he's gonna be. I just don't think. I don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't see it. I hope he don't see the field, but you know. But anyway, I'm not going to entertain Badger talk on here. So you know, it's not about him.
He's a part of this team, man. So you know.
Yeah. But but I'm not.
But let's be for real and let you know what I'm saying, and a lot less disrespectful, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's how I go.
Hey, look, I'm all for the trolls. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna do no. But all I do is just fuel. It's just free gas stuff fuel for me because all I can do is it makes the Comedy Central hour for me. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy it because you will get. You know what I'm saying? I will channel our friends, at Chicago Sports Center, Chicago Bears Central, Hayes, you know what I'm saying, my boy, shout out to you, boy Hayes. I will channel my inner Hayes and flame you for a good 5 minutes with a smile on my face. But hey, keep it coming. Like, we enjoy it. I love it. I love the content. It gives us something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. Hey, not really, Hank Aaron. We appreciate the comment, brother. But you're dreaming. You in dreamland, like I said. Hey, there's plenty of ways for you to see Bajan on the field, but most likely most of them are going to be on Madden. So put it on rookie mode because that's the only way Bajan be any good in the game. You know what I'm saying? But
y'all can keep that ain't happening. Y'all won, but Badger will only see the field if Caleb gets injured. True, but I hope not. But if he do see the field, the Bears are in trouble.
I don't know if Bajan winds up being the backup. Honestly, I think that
I just don't. I don't.
Who do you guys see?
I think Rippon's gonna wind up passing him up.
No way.
Yeah, I think you got to remember Rippon's been he's more familiar with the system than Bajan is. He's there with the Rams, so he's got more experience.
Man,
he's got more experience running that similar scheme. He's going to understand the terminology. He's going to understand. That's why they brought him in. He's going to understand the playbook. He's going to know where to throw. He's going to know some of the timing routes. He's going to understand the concepts. He's going to be more prepared. He has a stronger arm than Bajan, so he already has that going for him. Those are things that people are looking, saying he's raw, but he also has more playing experience than Bajan does. Yes, he may not have won a lot of games, but he definitely is better than what Bajan is right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's played better defenses. He's played head against playoff caliber teams, not teams like Oakland, who was floundering under the head coach of a Josh McDaniel run team.
Hold on, slow up, because
I'm just saying though. Bajan played against guys. Bajan played against coaches who were let go. And Josh McDaniels and with the coach from the Chargers, both let go. And granted, he went 1-1. I'm just saying though, they weren't stellar defenses. And he went 1-1, and most of that first game against Oakland, they mostly ran the ball. It wasn't really him. He was dinking and dunking. It was mostly our running game that won that game against Oakland because Oakland couldn't stop me from running the football. Okay, so
let me tell you something. The Bears defense played against those same inept offenses, and we feel like a lot of people feel like we have a top 5 defense.
Our defense did well. Yes, this is what gave the Bears offense opportunities to actually do it.
Like we can't, like, like I try to tell people, we can't have it both ways, right?
But I'm just saying, Bajent wasn't exactly playing. He was top 5 defense.
That's the thing with Bajent. You have to put his play into context, man. You got to look at every game by game.
But I think we should do that before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Saying that we have a top 5 defense, we have to put our defense in the context too.
Yeah. But
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking no more Bajent because I'm good. Y'all can carry that, man. But old boy is insane saying that shit. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that, bro. I'm leaving it at that. So let's get back to the jewel, the crown jewel, the boy Caleb Williams, man. So yeah, it's I think Caleb Williams is perfect for this team, man. His attitude, his work ethic, man. He's like you say,
I just looked it up. Stockton, yes, you are correct. He is currently named as the backup to Caleb Williams at the current moment, and Crippen is now the third. Is currently listed as the third string, but we all know that's just formality. It may change. That may not stay. That may not stay that way. So,
hey, Rippin gonna be wearing a polo this season, bro.
All I know is I don't like the Bears' backup quarterback situation. Period.
I'm gonna tell you. Okay,
I don't like it at all.
Think about when Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Think about who their backups was.
Okay.
You're not very confident about those backups either. You know what I mean?
Because Matt Castle was pretty good.
When you have a guy, you're not supposed to necessarily.
Yeah. But just in case of injury, man, I'm not comfortable enough. But I feel you. But hold up, fellas. I forgot. We got to give our boy Brandon a shout out, man, for his Hall of Fame credentials, man. He's
congratulations, Trax.
The sidelines. He is getting access to things that we can only dream of, man. And this is when he put the work in, man. He's the connect, man. So enjoy. That's gonna be fun, man. I know he's excited, man. I'm excited for him, man.
Absolutely.
It's all love, man. It's all
love.
Absolutely.
All I can say is, bro, man, like, get a good hug in, a handshake from Devin Hester for me, brother.
Yeah,
please.
Man.
Please.
Yeah, man.
Like, but yeah. Man, I'm proud of you, Trax, man. You putting the blood, sweat, and tears to get this moment, bro.
Yeah, man.
Soak it all in, man.
Put the work in, man.
And hopefully more to come.
If it's a dream, brother, we not gonna wake you up from it.
This is just the beginning for him, man.
Hopefully more to come. Man. But
yeah, man. But
that was an interesting comment that just went by. I don't know if you've seen it, Q. It talked about the Bears defense being currently ranked, the secondary currently ranked, I think like 19 out of 32.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's
yeah, and in those rankings those sad rankings they're talking about, they got the Packers 8th. How the hell are the Packers ranked 8th and we are 19th? But you know what? I hope they keep that there as bulletin board material. So that way when we go out there and light their ass up, they'll know. When we shut them down and we light them up, when we play them, the people who put that up there, we can show them, like, see, this is the reason why they had to take that ass whooping, because they was disrespectful.
Okay. Now, this goes to my point. And I do agree, 19 is very disrespectful.
Yeah, it is. It's too low.
Like, let's get that out the way, because I don't want nobody to find me and kill me about what I'm about to say. But 19 is very disrespectful.
I would say, before you go on, I would say 12, 13-ish.
There you go.
It's not so much where they put us, it's where they have Green Bay. Well, our secondary is better than Green Bay's. I'm not even sorry.
They had a lot. They had more success than we have. So that's kind of warranted. You know what I mean?
Consistently getting flamed deep this year all season.
But they had a deep playoff run while we were on the couch. So that's where that comes from. And this 19 comes from the fact, and a lot of people may say no, but you have to look at this. This 19 comes from the fact that the Bears played terrible quarterbacks, during that last stretch, of the year. And when they played legit quarterbacks outside of Jared Goff
and Jordan Love,
some of Jordan Love, but game one, he flamed us game one.
First 4 weeks, everybody flamed us.
Except the Commanders, I'm sorry. But when we played the Chargers during that run of having good defensive games, we got flamed up there too. You know what I mean? Because we played up against a legit signal caller, bro. But we got it back when we played against the Saints. We got it back when we played against the Raiders. When we played against Minnesota for the second time. When we played against the Falcons, who weren't trying to win in the first place. Our defense looked great when we played against those teams. But when it came down to when we played legit guys, it wasn't as great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
Now, we can blame it on the fact that we didn't have a pass rush with Sweat or whatever, but, this is why they're giving us that 19. Now, this year, we have to show them when we play against these pretty good signal callers or these great signal callers, we got to show them what it is.
Yeah.
Because even Baker Mayfield ate us up for lunch.
Yeah, he did. Oh, my God.
You know what I mean? But that's where that 19 comes from, bro.
He did.
So it's disrespectful, but we got to take it until September comes, bro.
But the thing is, the Packers got torched by the Vinny from New York. They got torched by that brother. I'm sorry. You are not a better defense than us. And in the same game, the dude that was with the Giants got flamed too from the secondary by Jordan Love.
Bro,
Now he's with the Packers.
Joe Flacco came off the couch and almost threw for 500 yards against us, bro.
But he was doing it to everybody since he came back, though.
Yeah,
we weren't the only team that was getting lit up by over 300 yards.
But this is what I'm saying. But see, we just talking about us in that 19. That's what we talking about.
And like you said, and like I said, and most of those yards came in the second half because we played prevent defense. That was more of us being stupid than us doing, than him actually playing well. We had him bottled up. We decided to go be stupid and go prevent when we had a lead. That was more of being a young, stupid head coach than us being a bad defense. I'm gonna call it what it was on that one.
Pinky, did what we gonna do, Pinky. We gonna take that 19 and we gonna hold on to it till September.
Yeah.
Come that first week in September, Pinky. Come that first week in September.
Yeah.
We gonna show them, dog.
I like this comment right here.
Oh, that's how I feel about it, man.
That's what it got. That's the way it got to be.
We got, like you said, we got to embrace the hate. Yeah, we got to, but I'm that angry dude on the lawn. You know what I'm saying? I want my respect now.
Right,
I want the Bears to be respected now.
This is where I think the Bears is at right now, man. They got to embrace the hate, man. I think it's a lot of Chicago Bears hates a lot of saying the Bears are overrated. There's a lot of that, man. I think people are rating this roster, man. Look at this.
I hate that people are saying that. I can't stand that people are saying those things, but our recent history is giving them every reason to say that. Of course. So we've given them every reason to say that.
I love it, man. I love
it. Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Definitely. What I appreciate more is the fans showing out tonight. You guys in the chat. You guys out there watching right now and all the platforms. We appreciate you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. We definitely love the good vibes. We love, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You guys, the fans, actually helped Brandon get to where he's at too, man. This works together, man.
This whole platform, we wouldn't be here. We're everyday people just like you guys. We love talking football. We're trying to give you that perspective from just the everyman point of view. We don't get paid to do this. We just do this for the love of the game. So please like, share, and subscribe and keep this going.
I have a man from film. Hate to change the topic on you guys, but I have a question. all the offense. Do you think Kmet will have a huge opportunity here to break out? Yes. I think Kmet is about to jump into that top 5 category this season because the safety blanket of a young quarterback is the tight end. And we have a legit tight end who started to come in his own towards the end of the year. I expect him to take. I expect your QB is supposed to make your players better. Fortunately, I love Justin, but he just wasn't that guy to make the talent around him better. I think Caleb makes that talent around him better. The simple fact that look at USC this last year, he was rest of them went 7th round and undrafted on that offense.
And you also got to remember he played in the offense where the tight end he wasn't able to use his tight ends because they had to block.
Yes, so that's going to be based on Shane Walton's offense. Cole Kmet is going to have a huge year this year.
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if instead of 3 wide receivers getting that I'm still standing on that the 3 wide receivers get the 1,000 yards. I'm still standing on that.
Let me tell you, Pinky, if that happens, bro, that's all gravy. But that's a sane number, bro.
It may not be. You know what I mean? But you also got to remember, us as fans, you got to remember, most of these other defensive coaches are seeing things the way that the way most fans are seeing it. Maybe they are seeing that Kmet might be that safety blanket, and they might leave Rome Odunze open. As stupid as that you might think that may sound, they will go. They would rather put their chips on trying to guard Everett and Kmet and Moore and Keenan Allen. They will focus on those 4 guys because they're veterans. Those are guys who have the experience. They're going to put more of their chips and more of their focus on those guys and risk whatever it takes single coverage with the rookie. Mm-hmm. They will take whatever the rookie can do. If the rookie gets open, congratulations, you beat us with the rookie, but we are not letting you beat us with a 6'6", 250-pound tight end all day. That's what they're going to go in thinking. So guess what? Someone's going to be left single coverage, and I promise you it's going to be Rome Odunze within the first 6 weeks. Now, if he keeps torching people like I think he will, then they're going to start sliding protection over, and then Kmet's going to start getting his slice of the pie. That's how I think things are going to form out for this season. I honestly think that's what's going to happen. Everyone's going to try. Their defenses are going to be focused on DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and then trying to stop the underneath stuff with Kmet and Everett and whatnot. And then you're going to see Rome Odunze going crazy. He's going to wind up with like 455, maybe 500 yards within the first 6 weeks of the season because he's getting single coverage and he's not getting bracketed. They're not putting safeties over him because they're focused on stopping DJ Moore because they don't want to look like Thursday Night Football trying to give him single coverage. We already saw what happened. I mean, I promise you, if they single coverage DJ Moore at any point in this season,
I'm gonna
get lit up.
I'm gonna give you something to think about, man. All right.
And and this is a comment right here. A couple comments coming in.
Yeah.
And right here, it's a comment right here.
Mm.
He's proven it, so I can see people rather take the dagger from the unproven rookie. More likely he makes a mistake. I could see that though process playing out, and that's more of what I was alluding to. That,
all right, let me
let
me give you something to think about. I think Cole Kmet could have a better year, but it may not show statistically. I'm gonna tell you why. There's gonna be a lot of mouths to feed just based off of what I've seen from this offense, because the running back also gets a lot of time catching that ball out of the backfield.
Ooh, he can catch
in the screen game or just the simple check down, right?
I mean, he can also line up like a wide receiver.
No doubt about it.
That's crazy.
Between Kmet and Everett, it's gonna be a lot of efficiencies between the hashes, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of efficient play between them hashes coming from the tight end. Because Shane has a very he had a pretty complex offense when he digs deep. The more weapons he have at his disposal. Excuse me, but I think Kmet can have a better year, but it's not going to show statistically. You know,
to your point,
he's going to be. It's going to be times where he's just going to be open a whole lot. You know, but I don't think his touchdown production might not be as high as it was last year. You know, because you have number one, you got a better quarterback, and number two, you have more red zone weapons.
Way more.
You know what I mean? So, you know, Cole Kmet is going to be as threatening as he was, you know, last year, but it may not, like I said, statistically, you may not see it, but on the field, it's going to make a difference.
And I want to quickly disagree with that because you don't necessarily have to have a bad defense to be able to feed all those mouths. The 08 Cardinals team was one team that had a bad defense, but they got all those yards. But a team that didn't have a bad defense, but had 1,000-yard receivers. It was Dallas. It was not Dallas Clark. It was, I think his name was Dallas. He was the Colts.
Dallas Clark.
Colts. What was that?
Yeah, Dallas Clark.
Yeah, Dallas Clark. Yeah, Dallas Clark. Oh my God. Yeah, Marvin Harrison, and I believe it was Reggie Wayne.
Yeah,
Reggie Wayne. Those three guys had 1,000 yards, and they still had a top 10 defense. So you can have both. You can have three, 1,000-yard guys on your squad on offense and have a top defense. It's been proven. And also the greatest show on turf as well. Greatest show on turf. They were still a top 10 defense, or they were a team that led the league in. I think they led the league in turnovers that year. They were in the top 5 in turnovers. Maybe not led the league, but they were in top 5 in turnovers. So their defense was elite as well. So they had 3,000-yard receivers as well.
Don't forget the New Orleans Saints.
And the Saints. Saints always rolled out a top 10 defense that year. They rolled out a top 10 defense as well. They didn't have the 1,000-yard receivers, but they had a multiple back who they had a great running back game. And they had Reggie Bush, who was just insanely great. He was an insane, dual threat guy out there for him. So it can be done. That's all I can say. It's a great thing when you can be efficient on offense and have your defense play with the lead. Exactly.
Because if your defense is playing with the lead, we know what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to catch up, and you're not catching up with us handing the ball off. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it allows, if you check out a lot of teams with great passing games or great offenses, they get great production out of their pass rushers. And the secondary gets a ton of interceptions.
All right.
Just think about it through the annals of history of the league. You see guys with great offenses, they're chasing the offense is chasing. So you can't come back running the football. You can't come back running the football. So when the defense understands that you're going to pass, they're going to put their ears back, pin their ears back, and they're coming after the quarterback.
But hold on, fella. Let me say, all right, since this offense is loaded, right? So I'm about to ask y'all, who y'all gonna do with y'all fantasy, man? But here it goes, man. Get into the action, get in on the money, and get in the mega fun of a lifetime with the world's #1 fantasy sports underdog fantasy. Get 5 picks right and make a bank your money by 20 times. Place your entry at underdogfantasy.com, man. You got to pick your poison. You can choose any one each week, man, to make some money off them. Make sure y'all get that shit ready.
True indeed.
Make sure y'all get it ready.
And I see in the comments saying that the coach didn't have a good defense when they
he hit a lot of their garbage.
But see, they also
came from the league, like you said.
They had two bookend pass rushers that were good for 12+ sacks every year.
They were always in the top. They were always in the top 10 in sacks, and they were always in the top 10 in turnovers.
And not only were they sacking the quarterback, they were getting a lot of sack fumbles.
Now they may have been bottom in the league in yards given up a game, but they were still a top 10 defense in points per game and turnovers. That still makes you an elite defense. Giving up a lot of yards, it doesn't always tell the whole story, because like I said, if your offense is running 60 some odd plays a game and you're getting, you're racking up 40 points and stuff like that, like the that team, like that Patriots team that went undefeated. You know what I'm saying? That defense was on the field, was getting a lot of 3 and outs, but they gave up a lot of yards because the offense was scoring in like less than like 50 seconds. Yeah. Like, so yeah, your numbers, it looked like the other team was, you know, was throwing 300 yards, but they was losing. They were only giving up 15, 20 points a game. Like, yeah. So the numbers are kind of misleading, but trust me, those Patriot defenses were elite. They were elite defenses. They were really good defenses. And that same defense that they lost to was ranked worse than the Patriots that year. That Giants defense was ranked worse, but you know what I'm saying? They were giving up more points, but they didn't give up a lot of yards and stuff like that towards they caught fire towards the end of the season. So their numbers were a little bit skewed. You know, they got healthier. Whatever.
Over 50 in the chat, over 50, close to 100 in the chat. Keep them coming, keep them coming. All right,
yeah, definitely. Keep it going.
We're going to switch gears, fellas. All right, my man Darius with the decked out in the Bulls stuff is looking nice over there, man. So I'm going to start off with you, man. What's your thoughts about your Bulls right now?
Right now, you know, I'm excited for some league to see what some of these young guys can do, see what the draft pick can do. You know, the moves that have been made the last couple of weeks, I applaud them because, you know, you're going to have to take a step back to move a few steps forward. Like I said, you know, I'm excited to see what these young guys going to do. I think the front office still has work to do as far as deciding if they're going to repair the relationship with Zach or move him on. You know, they also have a decision that they're going to have to make with Vooch. So, you know, it's still some work to be done, but, you know, and I'm nervous, don't get me wrong, but, you know, this is an exciting time. You know, you got some young, talented, hungry, talented guys ready to come out here and play some league basketball, and let's see what they can do.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt you real quick, bro, but here, I got the suitcase for you, Levine. Let me go ahead and pack this on up for you, man. Get you on out the building. You go.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But, you know, if they can repair the relationship, I wouldn't be against it, you know, because he's a good player. He's a veteran, and this is a young team. You know, now, what attitude he has, you know, that's yet to be seen. But if he has the right attitude and wants to come in and play hard because he feel like it could, you know, move his trade value up, then so be it. But I don't think his trade value is going to move at all. I don't think you can. I don't think he can.
There's more buzz now that Charlotte's gotten involved now. Now that Charlotte's gotten involved
I've heard that, but I don't like what they're offering. You know, even
I don't like what they're offering either, but I think that the fact that Charlotte's getting involved will force other teams who are more competitive to jump into the race now or reinvigorate trade talks. I think there was more of a ploy. I don't really think Charlotte's really that interested, but I think the fact that they are outwardly showing that they're interested is going to force teams like maybe a Miami or I'm trying to think of the name of the teams. You know, like a Miami or Portland, teams like that. You know, other teams that are still looking to have a semi-young guy who's a veteran shooter to build their team around, their younger team around. So, or a team like the Clippers or the Lakers, you know, they might be now willing to like, okay, yeah, we need to get, we missed out on getting DeRozan. We need to still get that other sharpshooter on this team to help out. You know what I'm saying? They might be willing to give up that, you know, a couple of picks here and there, you know, or the Bulls might be using those second round picks to help sweeten the deal for a team like, hey, we'll give you Levine and these 2 second rounders, you know, and maybe a first in the future to take Levine and his contract off your hands. You just give us two or three young guys. You know,
I think what's hurting the Bulls more than anything is that they've had this display in the window for too long.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
They've been hanging Zach out the, you know what I'm saying, for sale for the last 2.5 years. You know what I mean? And I understand why the relationship is what it is, but I think the league knows the extent of the relationship. So that's why, you know, we're getting offer crumbs for him.
True.
It's not about his play. It's not about, what the league thinks of him. It's what the league knows about him and the organization for the Bulls.
Yeah.
If the guys in the organization feel like this can be repaired, I wouldn't be against it again. But I'm with you, Pinky. If we can move them and start this race for Ace Bailey or Cooper Flag,
I'm
hey
already
man,
in that race.
because the more we get rid of guys, the closer we are to where we're trying to get to. And it's not a knock against those guys. I appreciate what they've done, and I think they're quality players for someone else, because they're not with the plan that the organization now foresees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, hopefully they find success somewhere else.
Yeah. I honestly think Levine's gonna go before Vucevic. I think because Stockton just mentioned the Warriors do want him, and the Warriors may not have what we want, but they're also the only team that we can literally just be like, okay, fine, give us what you got, because we want to get rid of them. We want to change now.
I'm gonna fix something for you. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm gonna fix something for you. The Warriors are not willing to give us what we want because they have something over there that we can use. That Kuminga guy, they have him over.
Yeah, he just mentioned Stockton just mentioned that.
But they're not giving him up.
They might have to. They might have to.
I don't think they want Zach that bad, man.
Yeah.
I guarantee. I think Steph Curry might change their mind if he go to the office, because you just got rid of his homeboy. You need a guy who can drop buckets like him. Levine's
No, we don't. See, that's the thing.
No. I said the Warriors. I said the Warriors. I said Steph Curry's gonna probably be in the office's ear to change their mind on that, because you let Klay Thompson go.
Yeah.
You need somebody like Levine to replace. You need that sharpshooter, that streaky shooter that Klay Thompson was. Now, he may not be the three-point shooter that Klay was, but hey, he's a younger version of that splash brother that you need. He can be that guy that you wanted, that you need offensively. He's still gonna be the same as Thompson was defensively. It's kind of a wash there on defense, but offensively you get back what you lost from Klay pre-injury.
Klay was a pretty good defender in his time, man.
What's that pre-injury? I said pre-injury.
Now hold it, fellas. We about to head on out, but take us out on the Chicago Sky, Pinky.
Woo! Tough loss today. We took one on the chin from the against the New York Liberty today.
Liberty's a beast, man.
But Angel Reese, within a 7-minute span, grabbed 5 rebounds to continue her double streak, 15 in a row. So she had 10 points, 10 rebounds. She was, at the 7 minutes, like 6 minutes left, she was stuck at like 5 rebounds or whatever, and then quickly racked up a bunch of rebounds. Unfortunately, the shot was not falling for her. She went 5 of 17. Yeah. Isabella Harrison did chip in off the bench with 28 minutes. She went 12 and 12, I believe. She had a really solid game today. I think they do need to put her in the rotation a little bit more. How they used her today wasn't as efficient, but I do like what they're doing. How the coach is shaking things up for this roster. They're finding their way. Today was just a really bad shooting night. They went up against a juggernaut team that's been, on fire. Stewie, she just been on fire. She just was all over the place today. She had it cooking today. So nothing you could do about that. When Breanna Stewart is on her game. She was flaming them from deep early and often. So, especially in the third quarter. So, but hey, back to the drawing board for the Sky. They still pushing for that, last 2 seeds and last 2 spots. So let's hope that, we can go on like another 3-game winning streak or something, to kind of pass the Fever, and hopefully the Fever lose 2 the next 3 games to kind of get us over that hump. But yeah, it is looking good. Saying anything can happen in the playoffs, but we just got to get there. It's showing that Angel Reese is surging. She's right now looking more like the favorite to be Rookie of the Year. If she keeps this up,
I think it's gonna be a cold situation, man. Cold Rookie of the Year, man. Especially if both teams make the playoffs in the last 2 spots. I can see them doing cold Rookie of the Year.
If Angel Reese continues to, if she takes that record, that double record to 20 games, I'm sorry, you cannot make this a cold.
Yeah, but don't be surprised, man. Do not be surprised if you see them doing co-rookie of the year.
But I understand what you're saying. But if she hauls off and pulls off a triple double or something, or extends that double streak to like 20, 22 games or something like that, there's no way on God's green earth you make her co-rookie of the year.
Okay.
Especially when she is the one who has multiple records under her name. The only record right now that Caitlin Clark has on her record is a turnover record right now. She's on pace to have the most turnovers by a rookie in WNBA history. That's the only record she has at the moment.
Hey, look, I think she had a mean triple-double the other day.
Yeah, she had that's a triple. That's one triple-double. Yeah, she's the first rookie to get a triple-double. That does not supersede longevity. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't, because she has not been consistent. Prior to those last 2 games for that triple-double, she laid eggs.
Let me tell you something.
Terrible.
And shout out to Teaspoon and the Sky.
Yes,
we're in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. Great players down low. We need more perimeter help. I think next year's draft will be the Juju Watkins draft. In the perfect world, she can land in Chicago. But and shout out to Angel Reese, putting on as a rookie and accumulating those double doubles. Like I said, Teaspoon got this team going in the right direction. She's put her imprint.
Nasty next year.
She's definitely put her imprint on the team. With the but they're the perimeter players that they have, they're just playing to the ability that they have. I think we need more help there. No disrespect to none of them, but that's where we lose a lot of games. As far as the Caitlin Clark thing, if she's Rookie of the Year or Reese is Rookie of the Year, it'll be both well deserved. If you want to call it being a homer or whatever, yeah, we want Angel Reese to win it. But Caitlin Clark, those turnovers, if you watch her games, they ain't all on her.
No, of course not. But some of them passes is a lot of couple of them passes are a bit bad.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the girls that she's playing with, they're not used to anyone distributing, to that degree. Caitlin Clark, if you watch her play, she sees the game. She's a lot advanced, mentally in the game than a lot of the players around her. That's why the turnovers are coming. She does take risks. I think all point guards take risks to a degree, especially when they're young. But when this thing gets to rolling, man, Caitlin's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And it's not.
No, don't get me wrong. Yes, offensively, yes. Offensively, yes, she's going to be very great. She's going to be an elite scorer in this league. However,
she's not bad defensively either.
Oh
no, she's never been. She is definitely just like she was at Iowa. She is going to stay a liability. There's never been an asset in her game ever, even back in college. Now, her thing with the turnover, she may cut that down because right now she's still seeing the field. She's still seeing the court like she did in college. That's her issue. She's seeing everything the way she used to see things like she was in college, thinking that she could get that ball to her teammates at that minute. She's just a tick too slow still. She's taking a tick too late. She's got to anticipate her teammates cutting to the basket. She's waiting for them to get to the basket, and that's why she's making those turnovers when she's
like I said, the time is off because
like I said, she's still seeing things like she did in college, where it's like you wait for them to get there, then they can get there. She's not understanding that in the NBA, WNBA, it's boom. It's just that tick and a half faster than what she's seeing yet. She will pick that up. I guarantee you. And she may not pick it up this year. It might be next year where she finally sees everything. Yeah, I think next year is where things finally
next year they both gonna be beasts, man. But on that note, man, It's time to close it down. You know, time to shut it down. Yo, man, great show, fellas, man. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chats, man. Everybody who tuned in, man.
Yes.
I need y'all please like and subscribe. Without you guys, you know, this just doesn't happen. And again, man, thank you, Brandon, you know, the OG, man, for getting this all together, man.
Yes, indeed.
You know, and congrats to him again with the interviews he's gonna be doing, man. So, yo, that's a blessing, man. You know, I'm excited for the dude. Is an understatement, man.
Yeah. If you can go live, brother, go live, get that interview. You know what I'm saying? Represent.
He worked hard for it, man. So you know this is what he's coming to, man. So
well deserved.
Yes, well deserved, brother.
Man.
Shout out to you, Trash.
This is a good thing, man. You put the work in, this is the results you get, man. So big up to him, man. Yo. So on that note, man. Closing now. I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate y'all too, man. Darius, man. Y'all always bring me heat, man.
Peace, fellas.
I understand
Peace out.
Out here, man.
So, Chicago up. Bear down, baby.
Bear down.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.